Alright, I think I'm live, and of course, as soon as I go live, apparently some of my neighbors are setting off fireworks. That is awesome. So I hear it now, and I'm trying a different microphone, and I'm really hoping it works. And now there goes my mom going, did somebody set off fireworks? I think so. I'm going to try this real quick. I want to hear the audio from my... Okay, that is, sounds like it's working pretty good. I'm not going to be wearing... If I like the way this microphone works, I'm probably not going to be wearing the Rode, this thing in most of my videos where I'm here, because I can, like right now where I'm at, I have a pretty established, setup, so there's really no need to be, that's what I'm looking for, in a situation where I'm not permanent, you know. What was I doing? Okay, yeah, so I'm hoping that I can do what I gotta do through Linux here. I just downloaded on this computer. This is the HP computer that I left outside for 6 months for a video. Let me know what you guys think of this microphone, please, because if I don't hear back, it's going to end up being crap. What just happened? This dark mode is a little too dark mode, which I didn't think was ever possible to have on something, because I happen to love dark mode. I had taken some of these files off of here because somehow, some way, all of my flash drives are, well, broken, and I'm not entirely sure how that happened. But, yeah, like, I only have, like, 1 or 2 functioning flash drives, and I'm going to try... what was it trying to do? But basically all I'm doing at this point is testing the microphone, and, like I said, as soon as it went live, got hit with, fireworks! Gotta love it. System tool. Actually, so if anybody's here, just let me know what's going on. I would like to. Not, I don't know. Alright, so it did do a whole bunch of updates when I first started, so we're going to go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and restart. I want to see if this should boot from this flash drive, I hope. I just want to see it pop up with the Ventoy screen and show that. I'm going to start doing, I think, a couple more of these the Linux for Beginners videos. That was something I did admit a while ago. Let me hit mute for a second. So, actually, let me... Is it still in the box? No, what did I do with the... I had the muffler, or whatever you want to call it. The pop filter. I don't know what I did with it. It's missing now. And it's probably somewhere on this couch. But Well, I found the remote does miss. So something's not right. Trying to... Okay, so we're gonna do that. Storage, boot order, USB device. Should be the first one. This system information. This computer, for being a Core 2 Duo and a it was actually not half bad. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit, I think, and maybe I don't know. So I'm having some issues with my main computer. And so right now I'm using my Logitech webcam for the video on this because for whatever reason I can't run both of my EVGA XR1s, and I'm wondering if it's actually a power issue because I have a lot of stuff in that computer, and I'm thinking that could possibly be some of my issue. And I think if I'm going to use these, I think one of the things I need to do is I need to scale because you guys really can't see what that 200% is way too much. Fractional scaling would be better, so let's just say 150 would probably be better. Yeah, that's a lot better because you guys can actually see it, and plus that monitor's pretty far back so that I can see. So what all do I have going on here? I don't have line in on. I'm looking at my OBS settings right now. But tell you what I'll do. Since I'll see if people are actually watching and will actually watch after this goes live, because I'm going to bring up two purchases that I'm going to make, and so this will tell, my comments will tell me whether or not people are going to be watching. Hey, hey Blake Adams, what do you think of this microphone setup right now? As a viewer, when I did the testing on it, it seemed like it was okay. But what do you think of it? So, one of the purchases I'm about to make in a couple days. Okay, cool, perfect. Because I thought it sounded pretty good. The price was pretty reasonable on this whole setup. I thought about doing an unboxing video, but I didn't. This was actually from AliExpress. I think this is like 35 bucks. A pretty decent setup. So, two purchases I'm going to make. Ah, crap, I just clicked on one of them, I think. First things first, I doubt it's going to show up on here, but I just keep breaking the camera on my phone worse and worse. What you might not be able to see in there is the lens is completely missing from the main shooter. So I put a cover over it, a glass cover, and now that glass cover is shattered too. And I don't know why that keeps happening. Not blue. Hold on. Hell, for 50 bucks, that ain't that bad. Yeah, I don't know. The first time it broke, I leaned on. I was actually working on a mower and I had it in my pocket, and I leaned on it, and it cracked the screen or cracked the lens, and then it kept getting worse and worse. I'm not going to buy the Pro Max, but I'm going to buy the Pro. I can buy it for $749, unless it's $1,000. If it's $1,000, then I'm not. Then in that case, I'm just going to go to. I did kind of get away from it. The like I got out of it both off camera and on camera. Wait, hold on. No, wrong one. Because I'm looking to get the. I'm looking at buying the 15 Pro because of because I do a lot of video on my camera or on my phone, so I want to have the better access to it, which is through the USB-C, which will be at light or it's going to be at, I think it's Thunderbolt speeds. Hey, Bobby Warren. But yeah, so I kind of got out of the small engines. I've been having a lot of problems with my back, and it just wasn't like I was having a hard time being able to actually do the work. And then, like at one point, it was so easy to sell, but it may be, yeah, definitely a long time no see. But for me, it's just not like the money is not in it enough to really justify it. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the iPhone 15 Pro, and hopefully, I might actually buy. I do still talk to Matt. Actually, I texted him a couple hours ago. He's been very busy, so we don't really get to talk quite a lot, and as much as I would like to. But for me, like 128 gigs is fine. Um, why does it say squared though? Or is that a 2 and then there's a thing down here? But yeah, so if this is the same price, because I think they told me where the retail price is etched out, that's not what they're gonna do, or that's not the price that they're gonna make it. So I'm not gonna do that. I love my 13 mini. I love the size of it. It took me a while to get used to it, but yeah, I mean the reality is like the Pro Max is only $100 more, so I might do it. But I really don't like a huge phone anymore. But the other thing I'm going to do, and this is for Luke actually, I should probably build my own system for me. I'm not going to sign in because I'm not going to do that on camera. But I guess you guys really can't see that. Well, I mean, yeah, you can see that pretty well. So they have a lot of really good, if you go into PC parts, they have a lot of good combo deals. Like, I'm really tempted to just get this 7700X system for me, and then hand me down my 2700X that we're working on now, or maybe get the I could definitely do myself with a 7800X 3D, but I believe that does not come with a cooler, right? Does the 7700X come with a cooler? Because I might need to, because if that, yeah, heatsink is not included. Spectrum Mobile, Do I know anything about them? Mobile. They... Are they through like an internet carrier? Because I know, okay, yeah, that's what that's where I thought I knew Spectrum from. Okay. Yeah, I've been using... Oh, damn. That wouldn't be bad, because that's... I mean, I don't know how much, because I use Pure Talk, and I have tried talking them into a sponsorship deal with me, because I've done 2 videos about them so far. One of which was kind of negative-ish, but it really wasn't negative. And I took that one down. But, like, because the plan I have, it cost me after taxes like $58 a month. Yeah, so I had the 55, and I don't use hotspot that much. I mean, in all reality, I could probably go. Oh, no, I do use a lot of data. So the 55 a month is probably the least I can do. Because I use CarPlay a lot. In fact, like in August, I'm going to be driving to Connecticut using CarPlay and my music the whole way there. And I'll probably be using Hotspot while I'm there. Apparently the event I'm going to is now a 3-day event. But through my job, I can actually get... Yeah, because my mom on hours... Because my mom's also on Pure Talk, she has the 35 a month, which gives 15 gigs of data. I think, honestly, she could probably go down to the $25 a month one. Actually, where is she on the $25 a month one? No, I think she had to get... She got the $35 a month plan because it gave her the $100 phone discount. So she basically got her phone for free. That way. But she could theoretically go down to the $10 a month. Or the $25 a month. But yeah, $25 a month ain't bad for a phone. When I was on... I'm trying to use Windows hotkeys on Zorin OS. Calculator. Because I was paying about $115 after taxes and everything, minus 58, because I think my bill's like 58 something. So that's $57 a month times 12. That's like $700, $684 a year on savings. And I've had that for 2 years, so technically I've saved like almost $1,400 on my phone plan in the last 2 years. And like I've been very... Oh, these are tablet plans. My brother wants... You know, I guess he is giving me a tablet that has a SIM card. I could do a tablet plan. But then again, I pretty much only use my tablet at home, so... I don't know. I can't really think of a use for a tablet outside of here. But yeah, I want to build Luke a gaming computer. And one of the things that I want to build it around is the 7600. RX 7000. They give me 7600. Because they had a couple really good deals on these. Yeah, for $269. Actually, I would probably get the Gigabyte if I was going to do it. So, I would have to do some actual digging to find out if one of these is better in one way or another. The case that we're going to go in is... has plenty of room for a card that size. and he primarily plays Minecraft, so this will probably be good for the next couple years. I would personally go with a gigabyte card like this, but or with a 7600 for myself, but I use the NV or what they call it, NVEC encoding. Actually, I'm using that on. I gotta put this heater on my feet. Sorry about the noise. Um, but I use NVEC encoding, which I'm using right now with OBS as well, and it's. Otherwise, I would probably build, build myself a brand new system, like build myself a 7800 X3D system, and I mean this 7600 card would be kind of low end for that. But what I was looking at doing, which I could build for pretty much the same price as that, the whole system. We'll put that in a cart. Verizon is one of the ones where, like, most areas around me, they work very well. But here, where, like, in the actual area where I live, there's really no places where, they're actually really all that good. Let's go Ryzen 5, because what I was looking at, oh yeah, it's right there. How far are you from Racing, Ohio? Because I was just there. Oh, Talmadge. I was just there around last Easter. So one of the things I looked at was, yeah, I cut cable. I think I kind of stopped watching cable around the same time I discovered YouTube, and like that YouTube would actually was actually viable to watch, and yes, and I think that was probably around 2013 or so, because 2014 is when I started uploading videos, and oh man, I was going to do a reacting to my first video, and I was going to put it up on Valentine's Day, because that was the first day that was the day that my very first video went on, and that was going to be my 10-year anniversary. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot about that. But what I did, when I added the 5500G, wait, I didn't realize that was a 5500G. And, let me go back. I'm, like, confusing myself here. Alright, cart. That's not what I did. Yeah, because, like, right now we only have internet at our house. Like, I don't know what would, like, if I hooked a cable line up to this TV, would I get anything? I don't know. Like, I don't know if they still do that anymore. If we go to AMD CPUs, I have a small tripod blocking that spot of my my screen. Yeah, because when I canceled the cable TV back then, they were like, well, you're gonna lose your you're gonna lose this and you're gonna lose that. I'm like, well, it's still gonna be, my bill will still be less, right? And they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, well then, good. This is what I was gonna do, was the Ryzen 5 5500, and do they not have? Okay, they're 24 in stock. Ready to buy. Oh, okay, yeah, because they're not open right now. So, so if I add this to cart, they pop up. Okay, so they figured out where I'm going with this, right? This is actually pretty cool. And I know I'm leaning in, like you guys can see what I... But, what are... I could do a 6600 instead. But I really don't want an ASRock. So, they show a gigabyte board for $80, which is actually the same price as the processor. That's cool. And then they also show a 16 gig kit of RAM. I don't know that I want to go with the inland SSD. Although the inland SSD is what I'm on right now on mine. So let's just add that, right? And then we go to my cart. And, oh, the processor is actually 90. So $532. Although I do have another brand new SSD, so I could in reality pull $40 off of this, and yeah, the Hulu Live TV I've never tried. I do have Hulu right now, and I saw that you said something. I guess you retracted the statement, so I'm not gonna. I did actually see the comment, but I'm not gonna comment on it because you took it down, so I don't want to. But I mean that if that were my price with TV, I'd probably keep it. But yeah, so I could theoretically knock $40 off because I do have this brand new. Well, actually, it's not brand new; it's used, but this good SSD. What I found in the past was if I called them, instead of saying I want to cancel when I want to cancel my service, I would ask to speak to a customer retention agent, and then that customer retention agent would do everything they could. I mean, they would usually lock me in for some really good deals, and right now they bumped my internet up, but I literally have nobody else. So I can't go, oh, well, I'm going to leave and go to Verizon because Verizon doesn't even have anything. But yeah, for $532, that's not a bad deal, because I have a case and I have a motherboard. Like, I don't know if Luke would realize just how expensive this computer would be. But, yeah, let's look at this board. I want to look at that. It's, So, the funny thing is like, we're sitting here viewing all this on a Core 2 Duo with 4 gigs of RAM. Like, you know, this is actually not a bad system at all. Yeah, 103. Oh, 103 for. Okay, at first I'm like 8. I thought, okay, so 103 per month for a year? Is that what you're saying? So this one has Wi-Fi, which if I would like to give, yeah, because that's usually what they would do. Like, they would give me, they'd be like, oh, okay, well, we'll give you, because at the time, like, when I lived at the one place, I could get Verizon DSL, which was worse, but it was also, like, $35 a month. I would call them up, and they'd be like, alright, well, we'll give you the 400 up, or the 400 down service for $55 a month for 6 months, or sometimes it was a year, but I always forgot, and then I'd end up paying more for like 2 or 3 months, and then I'd have to call them back. but yeah, the thought just occurred to me that we're doing all this on a Core 2 Duo right now. like, because the motherboard, the motherboard we're using right now to stream is a Ryzen 2700X. It's an ASRock B450 Pro something or the other, and it's a pretty decent board, or a pretty decent system. But the Yeah, it doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi or anything like this one. Which, for out there, I actually don't have any wired connections outside of this room. Everything. Actually, I'm not even sure. I do have Wi-Fi in this computer, and I think, yeah, actually, that's how we're connected. I don't have a. Why am I not connected to it right now? It's like sitting right next to the switch. Why am I not plugged into the switch? Okay. But yeah, so out in the rest of the house, technically in my mother's room, because we are using the Action Tech, I think this might not be the exact one we're using, but I use I have a Mocha adapter actually right down here, and then there's one of these in my mother's room. On the back, there's two 10 1, I think there's 2 gigabit ports, and having a calendar set up would be really smart. Why don't I ever think about that stuff? But yeah, so like technically she could, if I needed to, I could hook something. Yeah, there's a better picture. Oh, okay. Well, that's not it. That's a Fios one. But yeah, on the back of it, there's two. Okay, this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the picture. But yeah, on the back, there. Basically, the way this is set up is I have going out of my router into the Mocha adapter, and then through the cable TV wire into my, into my mother's bedroom, and because we live in a trailer, her room's all the way at the back, like, like in her bathroom, you can't use it, so she hooks to this in her room. If we needed to, I could hook 2 LAN cables into that, but we don't need to. If I ever need to, I could put a network switch out there in my living room and do all that. I mean, like, at the other house, I was set up with 10 gig, no, not 10 gig, 2.5 gig all throughout the house, and I realized that that's not all that necessary here. Especially when my internet upload is like 10 to 15 megabits per second. I had the 10 gig, but I never really, or the 2.5 gig, but I never really, sent files from one computer to another, and yeah. But I guess Wi-Fi is getting better and more reliable. I'm probably about to go to bed soon, because it's actually 11 minutes past time I normally go to bed. I felt like going live and testing out this microphone. So you guys say that the microphone sounds fine. But what do you guys think about that build for for Luke? I think it would be a pretty good, actually probably be one hell of a gaming system, really, in all reality. But I could theoretically, like, I'm really thinking about that 7800X system. Let me look at that one more time, because like I said, I'm having problems with a couple things on here on this other computer. Man, I really wish we had fiber where I live. Because if I'm going to spend that much, I could. Well, they got this rise. Beef. I wish we had it too. That's a B650. That's a B5. That's a B652. So what's the difference between these two? I might have to compare them. Like if we had Verizon Fios, I would dump them tomorrow. I mean, hell, I could even go with a 5800. I mean, that would still be one hell of a system. Because, like, the thing is, like, if I go with one of these, oh, that's an Asus board, and the other one's a, who do you guys trust? Do you try, would you trust, MSI or Asus more? Asus I've had some issues with in the past, but I don't think I'd have a problem with their Strix gaming system. I want to look at the board. Because I know the board, it does have Wi-Fi. Because, man, I could definitely, see, but then again, I'm still only running a 3060 graphics card. I really think in reality, if I was going to build myself one, it might make more sense to go with the 5800 X3D. Because, does that one come with a cooler or no? CPU only. So either way, I'd have to get a cooler. I'm not entirely sure how well my computer would, or my case would be for water cooling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like a little, I'm preoccupied with this. Because the 7700X, it was one heck of a deal. I mean, like I said, I could go for the X3D. Because that's, that's not even $50 more. Oh, that's a 7900X. You know what? I think a Ryzen 2700X with a 7600 would play Minecraft very, very well for Luke. I can have him help me build my computer. We could do that we could do that live, do either live stream or video. But 12 core, 24 thread. Oh man, what do you guys think? I have two vehicles I gotta buy tires for. Had some other nonsense coming up. But man, I've been having problems with the I want to see what they oh, so that's Asus B6. Alright, let's do that instead. Yeah, that's the board. Ah, that's a $300 board. But yeah, let's see what the I/O is like on it, because this board here only has one USB-C. The one I'm using now. Are you really telling me you don't have any they don't have any close-ups of that the back of the board? Because I don't need. Well, yeah, I would definitely wait and see on that too, but the fact that they don't have any real close-ups of the I/O plate is kind of irritating. What? That's Asus. Are they? If they don't, that's just plain irresponsible. Okay. Alright, so that's what I want to see there. Okay, they have multiple USB-C connections, so, and then a couple of really good things there too. The other thing I'm thinking is maybe I might need to update my BIOS too, which I'm always afraid to do because um, ASRock recommends not doing it unless absolutely necessary. So, but I think I'm starting to have enough problems that I can justify doing it. But yeah, so what does Micro Center have for a 240 AIO? Because we'll build an AIO system, I guess. Air and water cooling. I'm sorry. I mean, I'd say this video took off. It took a weird turn, but in all reality, it was never fully planned out. I mean, Leon Lee, or see, I'd rather have like a all black like that Kraken. I think that would look nice. Ooh, deep cool. Theirs are usually pretty good, right? Oh, excuse me. I really hope that mic did not pick that up. But yeah, I don't want any, like, I don't like the rainbow puke. But I think I'm going to go update the BIOS on this board. And then, I don't know. I really don't know how I want to do this. I really don't want to spend that much money on a new computer, but I usually build my... I was telling myself I wasn't going to build myself a new one, but looking at the price, like $530 for Ryzen 5 5500, just so that it's not better than the one I have, is kind of ridiculous. When I could just build a new system and then give him this one, because you know, this has been a very good computer to me. So, anyway, I've rambled on enough and I'm getting tired, so thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like.